Welcome back into 12th Man Studios for another edition of Higgins Hindsights, where the Aggie men's golf team finished their fall season at the Golf Club of Georgia, finishing third, alongside Coach JT Higgins and individual co-champion William Pacey. And guys, welcome back, and William, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I had a lot of
Good
fun.
to be here.
So, Coach, you go into Atlanta against a great field, and you were right there in it all weekend, down to the wire. How do you assess this weekend's tournament?
You know, overall, pretty good. A third place in that field. Georgia Tech's ranked number 1 in the nation going in there. They're playing on their home golf course. Beating them, there's a lot of positives, without a doubt. At the end of the day, though, we didn't go there to finish third, and we had an opportunity to win the golf tournament. And really, Willie wins, and that's great for him and awesome. But nobody played great on the back nine coming down the stretch, and that's a little disappointing because that's what we're here for, is to win championships, and that was a great opportunity to win one of the biggest tournaments of the year. But at the same time, those are the learning experiences that are going to make you better, right? We're going to be in that position again, and again, and again, and again. Our goal every tournament we go to is to have an opportunity to win the golf tournament. And for us, that means being in the final group within 10 shots of the lead going to the final round. We accomplished both of those things, and we just didn't close the deal. I think the more times you put yourself in that position, the more often you are going to close the deal. And if you do that a few times over the course of the year, when you get to the end of the year, conference and regionals and nationals, when it really, really matters, you're going to have that confidence, and you're going to know what it takes to get it done. So I think in every aspect, you got to take it as a positive, that we got better this week. And if we keep doing that, there's some great things ahead for us.
Now, William, you finished first. You started out the weekend really strong, shooting 5 under, going into the last group. Can you take us through what you were thinking, your emotions, those last stretch of holes, that final round?
Yeah, I just felt really comfortable all week. A lot of those tee shots at the Golf Club of Georgia just kind of fit my eye. So, I was really comfortable off the tee all week, like the greens, and yeah, coming down the stretch, kind of hit me that, I was really in it. Probably 16th hole, and the last stretch out there, especially 17, and that enjoyable play in that situation. But I think I handled it pretty well. I got a little nervous there at the end, but all in all, it worked out.
This isn't the first time you've been pretty high up in the leaderboard. You finished in the top 10 earlier in the season, but last year you were a redshirt. How is the transition from being a redshirt last year to being a big contributing factor this year, being in the top 10 in 2 of your finishes this year?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I learned a lot from the guys last year, redshirting. Got to work on my game a lot, but also kind of just see how everybody on the team gets better, how they practice, how they go about things, and so I think that was a big learning curve for me, especially just to transfer that into this year. And now I guess it's working out for me this year.
Now, Coach, William's not the first Pacey to be here. You had his brother Andrew here from 2014 to 2018. What do you see similarities and differences between Will and Andrew?
Well, besides Willie being better looking and smarter, no, they're actually pretty similar. It's funny, they look a lot alike, and when you see them on a golf course, their demeanor's pretty similar, but they're not exactly alike all the time. Willie's probably a little more outgoing and social than Andrew was. I think Andrew's become that more as he got older and went through college. But coming in, he was a little more shy and reserved. But he's the younger brother, and I think he benefited from Andrew playing here for 4 years. I think he also benefited from the redshirt year last year because Andrew got thrown in right away. We needed him to play. We were able to have the luxury of redshirting William. So it's a little bit different situations. I think, though, the success he's had early has been fantastic. And I think that probably Andrew was a big part of that, too. I can tell you that he's had as good a redshirt year as anybody we've ever had. He made the most of it in the classroom, got great grades, got ahead in school. Worked on his game diligently, became a better player, was actually good enough to probably be in our lineup last year a few times, but at the same time, we didn't want to waste a year of eligibility to play in 1 or 2 tournaments. So it kind of made the decision together for him to sit out last year, and I think it's worked out for the better for all of us. And man, he's stepped up and played some great golf early.
And coming back to this fall season, you close with 3 of the 4 tournaments finishing in the top 3, all 4 in the top 5. I mean, you have to be satisfied with those results.
You know, I am. I'm actually a little surprised we're not ranked a little higher, to be honest. I'm on the computer rankings because we've lost 8 times. So I think we're 45-8 or something, whatever the overall is. All 8 losses are to teams in the top 10, and we've beaten a lot of the top 10 teams. I think we're 10-8 against the top 25, and all 8 losses are against great teams. So, and I think we're ranked 12th or 13th, something. It's solid. But I think we're a better team than that. I think we've proven it throughout the course of the fall that we can play with anybody, we can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. And we played 4 different lineups this fall, so we never had the same crew go to all 4. A lot of guys got great experience. I think we're 8 deep. We got 8 guys that can play for us, and we'll go with the hot hand every week and see who's ready to go. And so I'm excited about the spring. I can't wait. You know, Sam Bennett will be back after breaking his collarbone, and you know, Reese Ramsey's made a lot of progress where he's gotten his game back to where he can compete. And then you throw in the 7 guys that played, you know, throughout. I think it's pretty rock solid.
Now that the fall's finished and the spring's so far away, what do you do in between? What happens in between?
I'm going to Mexico.
Now, and what happens between now and February?
You know, hopefully we take some time off. The hard part for the guys is they've been going since January, playing golf all spring, you know, pretty high pressure, you know, high level golf. And then they play in the summer as well. And then you come back in the fall and we just throw them right into it again. So they've been going pretty hard now for 10 straight months. They want a break. But right now the weather is as good as it gets. You know, October weather in Texas is so good. So the worry that we have is, okay, well, if you take time off now, by the time you want to play again, the weather turns cold and you're not going to feel like going out every day when it is. So we're trying to make sure that they stay sharp, take advantage of the weather while you can, and then once it turns and gets a little cooler, that's time to take some time off and take a break, and they will. But we're going to make sure they come back fresh and ready to go. You know, we got a great foreign trip planned. We're going to Portugal in January before the season kicks off, taking everybody, play a little golf over there and do some sightseeing and take in some culture. We're excited about that, and then you know, the spring season, all the places we go are fantastic, and you know, be competitive and be a lot of fun. So we're excited.
Guys, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you in February in Jacksonville.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.